Okay, so I am presenting my final project for TLT 368. I chose to use ARIS, the ARIS project. So I did a interactive Gettysburg tour. It's funny, it's backwards. So you can ideally, you'd pick up this pamphlet in like a visitor center or something like that. And inside it has directions, a little bit about the history of Gettysburg, and about ARIS integration in Gettysburg. It also has like the memorials that you would visit. Right now there's only 5 of them, but I guess it could be expanded to include more information and more memorials and, I don't know, longer stuff like that. So it gives you directions on how to download the app, and then once you download the app, this QR code starts the tour. So I'll show you the tour, screen share. All right, so this is the ARIS editor. You can see here on the side here the conversations. So you visit General Pickett, Major General David B. Birney. There's a tour guide, Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, Robert E. Lee, Major General Meade, and then there's a final conversation at the end that goes back to the tour guide. Now the cool part about this is that it's GPS linked. So when we go to the locations, and it ever loads, we can see that the GPS, each character has GPS coordinates. So if you're touring the battlefield of Gettysburg and you approach, say, a monument like Devil's Den, for example, Major General David B. Birney will pop up on your screen as if you had just run into him casually. He'll say something about, oh, who's there? And you then will get to interact with him, and he'll tell you some information about Devil's Den and the part that he played. The same goes for Robert E. Lee. If you go into the Virginia Monument and you walk up to it and you're close enough, Robert E. Lee will pop up and he'll explain to you, why his monument's facing the direction he's facing, what exactly he did. I mean, he was the commander of Gettysburg for the Confederate side, what exactly he did, and stuff like that. There's also Major General George Meade, who was the Union commander. He's over here somewhere. And General Pickett of Pickett's Charge is right next to Birney there. These are some of the conversations, so I'll give you a sample one. We'll go into Major General Meade. I think I did this one today. So they all have a thumbnail that is old pictures of them. And then it goes through. So when you approach him, his GPS coordinates, he will start the conversation with hello, who's there, as if you intrigued on his territory. And then you, as the tourer, will ask him to tell a little bit about yourself. And then he will go through with like these little paragraphs of information. 3 days before the battle, he was appointed 3 days before the battle, et cetera, et cetera. And then when you're done talking to him, he'll go by. For the scenes, I wanted to keep it interactive and stuff like that. So, and for people to be able to tour them at their own pace. So once you speak to the guide, all of the characters are open to you, and you can kind of explore it in your own way, at your own pace. And then once you explore all of the characters, only then does the final go up. But I guess if you want to do abandon in the middle of it, you could do that too. But once you go through all of these characters, then the final will pop up, urging you to visit the gift store or something like that. So yeah, that is my final presentation. Thank you for watching. Yeah.